Okay, well let's see. A few things to take care of, I guess, before we start our mission. I do need to buy more gadgets, and I want to check the TV.
Pleasure cruisers on the Moscow River received a shock this morning when they discovered an empty yacht floating unattended on the river.
Wasn't me.
Moscovite police were summoned to the scene after bloodstains and signs of a violent struggle were detected on the boat's deck.
Scan for semen.
Your ghost ship.
Ghost ship indeed.
It's creepy.
Police are dragging the river where the yacht was found, but no bodies have been located yet.
Oof, spooky.
That is creepy.
In Washington today, Senator Patrick Darcy unveiled new legislation aimed at cleaning up the federal government by greatly restricting lobbyists' access to legislators.
The bill, called the People Over Rich Corporations Act, or PO.
Cut the pork. Get done with it. Okay. There's no new trinkets laying around. Nothing fancy that we've collected on our missions. We do have new email though. Let's see. Scarlet Lake to Mike Thornton. A hot tidbit for you. Hey Mike. Defense industry is engineering a crisis to cell security. Oh, I'm shocked. I'd insert a little smiley face after that to convey sarcasm, but I think anyone putting a colon next to a closed parentheses should be shot in their colon and left to die slowly from the rectal bleeding. Damn, Scarlet. In other words, thanks for the information. Hopefully my editor can get this story circulating around the Euro press circuit. People need to hear this story. You won't hear it in the States. Okay? Don't need to reply to her. Mina Tang. Hey Mike, I got an intercept from Westridge I thought you might want to read. Let's see. Previous Sean, I guess this is the part that's been forwarded to us. I need you to keep an eye out for Thornton, but don't make it your sole activity. We've got another operation on the drawing board, and I'm going to want you on that crew. But if you keep chasing leads on Thornton, you're going to make it really hard for me to reserve a spot as pointman. Considering that each time you come and go from the facility, that's 2 days of downtime for sedated transit, plus a few days of time in flight as you follow whatever tip you received about Thornton's whereabouts. Stay focused, Agent. You've got a lot of potential. I know you want to bring in Thornton and win points with me. You can win my respect by being ready when I need you. Huh. Does that mean Sean Darcy is hunting me down? If you keep chasing leads on Thornton, stay focused. He's flying around the world trying to chase me down. Is that what that means? There's another message from Mina. I don't need to respond to that, do I know, Mina? How are you holding up? Consider it done. Just placed a file on his desk with some cleverly doctored photos of you spotted at Svetlogorsk. I'm glad your sense of humor is still intact. It's all business as usual here, gotta say. I'm a little disgusted by how nonchalant everyone is about tracking you down. I know the agency doesn't fill its ranks with sensitive, emotional people, but it just plays into my theory that you're being set up. Anyway, I should get back to my job of government-sanctioned cybercrimes. Halbeck still hasn't realized we're hijacking their IXP. And from SIE, another boy who needs a woman to beat him? Bah, you men with mommy issues are all the same. She doesn't like joking. I can't help it if she doesn't have a sense of humor. That's for her to sort out. Oh, I do have something to download here. Downloading funds. Ooh, she paid us $1,000. Hopefully that can't be tracked back to me. Maybe I shouldn't have downloaded that. We'll find out. As for the intel, I don't have any more. But, let's see. Let's check the clearinghouse. I need to stock up on more explosive grenades before we head back out. Nothing there. No weapons I need to buy. Incendiary. Should I buy blankets in area with fire? High yield explosive. Excellent against targets in close formation. You know what? I kind of want to play around with a new gadget this time. We're going to buy incendiary bombs. I want to buy up to 10 of them. Whoops. Right-clicked on accident. Yeah, there we go. And the incendiary bomb kit level 2. That'll just upgrade it for its damage. And there's 2 new pieces of intel for us. Dossier information on Albatross. Purchasing this intel will expand our information on G22 and its agent, known only as Albatross. Bought. And this one will give us more information on SIS. We bought that one too. Unlock dossier information. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Not service record. Where are you at? Faction SG22. It is not known if the name G22 refers to the organization itself or simply a cell or set of cells within it. G22 is believed to be composed primarily of former soldiers and intelligence operatives, which suggests the organization as a whole is familiar with the operating protocols of multiple intelligence groups worldwide. The skill with which G22 is able to cover their tracks provides ample support for this theory. Due to their ability to lure experienced members despite being recognized as a criminal organization by most UN nations, it is assumed G22 has extensive funding to cover the cost of their operations. Even G22's division of command is not fully understood, but considering their network, it is assumed their goals involve political and economic operations on a global scale. Is there anything else? VCI. You know, I thought that I recognized the VCI logo. Isn't that the logo that SIE had? I want to find out. 3 stars, sword, and wing. 3 stars, sword, and wing. Even though it's backwards on this. Maybe it's just because their picture's flipped here. What other information do we have here? SIE's career had begun by the time the Stasi were expelled. Records indicated that SIE became a freelancer shortly afterwards. The closest the CIA has gotten to acquiring more intelligence was in 1990, after she offered information on Stasi officials for a reported price of $5 million. The director of the German branch of the CIA was asked to bring her into custody by head of the German intelligence as a personal favor, but during the attempted apprehension, SIE killed 2 junior operatives, 6 German police officers, and wounded 10 others before sneaking away. And Albatross. Little is known of codename Albatross. It is believed he is a former CIA analyst who faked his own death and surgically altered his face and fingerprints. How a low-ranking, non-violent analyst would turn up leading a cell of covert G22 organization is even more difficult to understand. Whether or not Albatross shares his identity with the former CIA analyst, or was responsible for the murders of the other individuals within his division, he should be approached with caution and taken in by any means necessary. Albatross rarely becomes directly involved in an operation, and the rare occasions he does, he is usually accompanied by his bodyguard, codenamed Sis. The exact relationship between the two is unknown, but any attempt to apprehend Albatross must have a plan for dealing with Sis first. Cell leaders in G22 are required to be accompanied by a bodyguard at all times, and to travel alone or to send one's bodyguard on a mission alone is a violation of the G22 protocol. Okay, I guess that's all the information, and information on Sis here. Most of the existing information on codename Sis comes from Interpol records, ones that were isolated when a computer virus attacked their servers in 2006 and erased almost 3 years of evidence compiled on G22. Sis relies on 2 revolvers as her favored weapons. While she is a marksman with both, she frequently needs to reload in order to keep using the weapons. Assuming her first few shots do not take out a target, it is recommended that agents take advantage of the pistol's reload to subdue her, or just fling grenades over her head until she gets knocked out. Let's see. We have 2 missions in Moscow. Contact Albatross or contact Grigori the informant. I think I'm going to take a break here, and whenever we come back, we'll actually go ahead and assault, or not assault, but contact the Albatross. Yeah. Okay, I think to start the mission this time, actually, how about we go out the front door? I don't think we've used this front door yet, have we? Exit the safe house. Here we go. Contact Albatross over on the far side of Moscow here. I don't know if I'll ever contact Grigori. If I can help avoiding him, I will. We'll find all the information on our own. The mysterious G22 cell leader Albatross wants to meet. He might know a thing or two about your mission at Halbeck, or he may want to kill us. We're going to start the mission and find out anyways. Oh shit, I didn't equip my incendiary grenades. Oh well, we'll use them next mission, I guess. Calm.
Beautiful night. Let's not ruin it by shooting each other.
It's all right, Sis. Hello, Mike. No trouble finding the place, I hope.
We'll use reason.
You wanted to meet face to face. Why?
So you could shoot me?
I wanted to talk about you. and the organization I represent. You spared Sis's life. For that, you have my thanks.
I've got this locket
I
here.
have something of hers. Here.
Did she give that to you? I see.
Oh shit.
The locket is a childhood memento.
He's not pleased.
Perhaps those days are gone. Regardless, thank you for sparing her life.
No worries.
The gratitude comes from both of us.
I'm not a cold-blooded killer,
Things were
you
a
know.
little tense on Lazo's yacht. It happens. Just glad things didn't get too carried away. No hard feelings, kid?
She's a mute. Let's walk.
I can read facial
Sis will
expressions.
make sure
you know.
we're not interrupted.
Alright. So, what did you want to talk about?
I know to all outward appearances you're a rogue agent. I also know about Alpha Protocol, and in your case, it's being used for its intended purpose.
It wasn't my choice, really. One of my associates made the decision for me.
I disagree. You had other options, I'm sure. Did enacting Alpha Protocol change your mission?
No.
Then you should be proud of your accomplishment.
What accomplishment?
It's not often that one gets to turn the tools of their own government against them, and for the right reasons. And Alpha Protocol? It is a powerful tool.
Very,
Between Halbeck and you, I'm beginning to feel like everyone knows about Alpha Protocol.
It may seem that way. I'd argue you're simply traveling in a smaller circle here, on the fringe of international politics.
challenging.
What, so are we going to become friends now? I thought you were all terrorists.
No. We have aspirations, as does any government. But we believe that agendas are accomplished by careful study and observation. If the status quo is disrupted, it makes predicting triggers and events more difficult.
You sound like one of the analysts of Alpha Protocol I know.
Alpha Protocol has always had someone in that role. It helps them function as intended, no matter what iteration of the program. It's an odd thing. A government-sponsored program whose purpose is to prevent being policed by its own government. Now, what kind of foundation is that for a country?
I'll be trusting.
I guess you have to trust your country and act in its best interests.
Do you trust your country?
I do. I believe in the mission.
I propose we become allies.
What, I become a member of G22?
No. I propose we cooperate. You will find that as extensive as Alpha Protocol's leftover safe houses and gadgets are, well, G22 has access to much more.
Really?
Price.
Let us say I owe you. You've already paid me, in the only currency I value. What do you say?
Certainly.
Alright. I need all the friends I can get. And for some reason, I trust you.
You won't regret it, Mike.
I have a feeling I won't live long enough to regret it if this is a bad choice.
We're out of time, I'm afraid. Thank you for listening to me, Mike. I know you have a great deal of work ahead of you.
Albatross, I need to know something.
Yes. What?
This business with Halbeck. I can still prevent it, right? There's a way to stop them. This isn't going to end well, is it?
Mike. It never does.
Well then, contact Albatross. Agent Thornton was contacted by Albatross, a cell leader for G22. We agreed to meet him and Sis in a local park. After a conversation, their motives, Albatross offered Thornton an alliance, largely because Thornton spared Sis's life on the yacht. We agreed to the alliance and we departed on good terms. So we are now allied and new vendor options are opened. Awesome. Sweet, I didn't even have to fire a single shot that mission. Alpha Protocol, Safehouse, Moscow. What's the TV say?
Should American businesses be compensated if conflict arises in Asia? Legislation being discussed on Capitol Hill would assist with relocation costs for operations based in countries considered hostile to the United States. Detractors in both parties have attacked the bill as a massive
At the taxpayer's expense, no doubt.
Jobs. China and India are the largest destinations for offshore operations, with everything from manufacturing to software development being produced overseas for American businesses. Tragic news for dog lovers.
Bad
The latest
news.
target of scammers are online puppy buyers, those seeking the comfort of canine companionship via the internet.
Really?
Many organizations have received complaints from buyers who have been taken in by multiple false claims, including the dreaded Nigerian pet scam, and lost hundreds of dollars.
Consumers have been asked not to trust any pictures of puppies they are sent. According to the Humane Society, just because you receive a picture from someone on the web does not necessarily mean that thing is real. Sobering news.
You mean the internet? You can't trust everything on it? That's just malarkey. Everything on the internet is true. Let's see. Check our email. We did get an alert saying we had a new one. Albatross. Let's see. As long as we're working together, I will share access to our black market channels. When you log into the clearinghouse, you will have access to G22's supply network. Whatever surplus gear we have will be available for purchase, should you need it. You know, I guess that's good that I didn't have my incendiary grenades equipped. I didn't need them anyways. Wow. Look at all this stuff they've opened us up to. So this is what we have. Damage 19. It goes 19, 20, 31, 32. These are getting up there. Extremely accurate at the expense of a small clip and poor recoil control. Scrolling down, plenty of weapons. Nice looking ones too. Silencer Mark II. I guess better silencing capabilities. Custom pistol grip. All types of different parts for our guns. Composite pistol components. Increases stability. Let's see, what do they have under SMGs? Nothing really. Shotguns? Don't think so. Ooh, assault rifles. So they do have some assault rifle parts. Laser sight. Advanced rifle laser sight. Unfortunately, I did spend all my money already. Ooh, some stealth armor. Tactical stealth armor. Quiet, moderate endurance. Look at that. Plus 20 endurance. Wow. I need to save up for some of this. Very quiet, good endurance. It's got reinforced plating all over it. Digital camouflage. Slightly reduces enemy sight. Multi-spectral flash bulb. Adds a moderate time delay for being spotted by cameras. Wow. That's kind of neat. It'll flash the camera back and blind it, I guess. EMP charge, radio mimic, sound generator, remote mine, shock trap, EMP upgrades. They got a lot of good stuff for us. Unfortunately, no new intel. They didn't have tranq darts, did they? I don't think I saw those. They do, actually, for $5,000. Forget it. I'm not that rich anymore. So, what is our next mission, then? Not service record. I guess we will go speak to Grigori the informant. Or should we go to Rome? You know what, I guess fine. I'll do everything in Moscow here, even though I really don't have a good feeling about contacting Grigori here. Learn about the major players in Moscow. Grigori frequents a local dive bar in Moscow. See what he knows about Halbeck and any major players. Don't give him any information, because he will rat his mouth out. 2316 Demetrius Bar, Moscow. Hello, ma'am. Introduction, why not? Whoops. Oh, god damn it. I left-clicked and it skipped through it. What's the objective here?
I wanted to ask you some questions about Halbeck and the weapons they've been smuggling through Moscow.
You are here conducting an investigation. Very interesting.
In a sense, yes. Halbeck's involved in serious arms trafficking violations. I want to stop them.
Interfering in such things is dangerous in Moscow. But you must know this.
I'm unconcerned.
I'll take my chances.
Of course, you're on a mission, and this is a matter of national, international security.
Exactly.
I can help you, but such information will not come cheaply.
I'll comply.
Very well. I have the money sent to you. Now, can you help me or not?
$5,000? Sure.
Now, what is it you want to know?
I want to contact.
I want to know who Halbeck's working with.
That is a difficult question, but I know someone who would know the answer. There is a man, Sergei Surkov. He runs several businesses in Moscow. He may know who Halbeck is dealing with.
Got it. Looks like he's got an appointment at the American Embassy in Moscow.
You better not let him know I'm coming, Grigori.
The American Embassy. Alright, I'll check it out.
Good luck with your hunt, Mr. Thornton. Me, I have this vodka to nurse to health.
Well, let's see. Contact Grigori informant. That went a whole lot easier than I thought it would. Agent Thornton contacted an informant in Moscow, a man by the name of Grigori. The two of them met in a bar where Agent Thornton questioned him concerning Halbeck's presence in Moscow. Grigori was easy to deal with and seemed to respect professionalism. He provided Agent Thornton with the name of another contact who would help in Moscow. Grigori may be willing to sell the same information about Agent Thornton to others who act professionally. He may even warn Surkov. That's what I was afraid of. He's a blabbermouth. He should be able to help us learn more about Halbeck. Once the intel from Grigori is analyzed in the Safehouse, it is believed Agent Thornton will have enough information to track down the next lead in Moscow. So new mission gained. Intercept Surkov at the U.S. Embassy. That should be simple enough, right? Alpha Protocol Safehouse. What's on the tube this time? It's been a few hours. Are they still chatting about the same stuff?
On the Moscow River received a shock this morning when they discovered an empty yacht.
Yeah, still talking about my yacht capades. So let's see, we'll go check this email. And I need to... Let's see, where's my equipment screen actually? I want to make sure that I actually equip my damn incendiary grenades. There they are. Incendiary bombs Mark II. 5 of them. Perfect. I don't want to actually start a mission where I have to kill people and go in with one bomb. Scarlet Lake. Hey Mike, just because this happens once, don't think this will be a regular thing. But I wanted to thank you for the stories you've been sending. You may have seen the repercussions on the news, but don't worry. I protect my sources and you're covered. Hope you're well, and you must have taken some risks to get the data you did, so be careful, okay? I appreciate the source, but I want the source to keep breathing. Looking forward to catching up, even if it's just for the latest scoop. Let's see. And we can reply to her. Subject, man of my word. We can be honest. I promised I'd get you a story. The least I can do is deliver. I'll do what I can to send you more as I find it. As much as I appreciate the thanks, you're the one getting the information to the people who need to hear it. And that's a lot riskier than what I'm doing. Don't make yourself a target for this, and be careful. You can tell it shut up. You found my email address. Good for you, but the email chatter isn't necessary. Shut up and set tight, and if I have something to send your way, I will. Until then, don't contact me unless you have to. That's probably... piss her off, I'm sure, but it's good advice. Don't chit-chat needlessly. Subject, concerned. We can be flirtatious. You sound almost worried about me, but I'm a big boy. I can take care of myself. Trust me. I do appreciate the concern and undertone of affection in your voice, though it's a nice change from the woman I sat next to on the plane. I'm still cold from that icy shoulder of yours. I'm just going to be honest with her. I don't have any reason to play games with her. She's a reporter. Perk acquired, textaholic, and I also want to check out what that straight talker was. An additional reputation point with her, and an email from Mina. Caught something on the filter that I think will interest you. It was sent from Grog at Moscatrel.Russia, and sent to an account that I recognize as a dummy account for receiving emails to the U.S. State Department. Previous. You'll be interested to know that an American is looking for Surkov, and I'm quite certain he's not acting in any official capacity for the state. I'd increase your security right away. Grigori, you bastard. I knew you would do that. I just knew he would. I applaud the game designers for that. They made a blabbermouth an actual blabbermouth. And I hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. Grigori. Mr. Thornton, well, you are, of course, encouraged to spend your money on inventory. I am an information broker first, an illegal weapons dealer second. I have added your clearinghouse credentials to my short list of buyers. You are free to peruse my wares and issue buy and sell orders as you see fit. I don't know if I trust doing business with you, Grigori. Intel, Operation Blood Feud. The information request has been sent. Hey, Grigori, I need information on an operative that goes by the name Albatross. I figure you're the man to ask. Okay, let's check the clearinghouse. See what he has for us. A Ruther Groupin, a UC-50. More pistol parts I'm not going to worry about. We need to go make some money. He sells SMGs. Nice. A UC RCP, a UC Wildfire, with a group in FMP, more SMG parts, and shotguns. A 10 gauge, a Falx, .73 gauge. Good stopping power at the expense of balance. A Wolverine, shotgun parts. He also sells assault rifles. He's well connected. He's got quite the choice. And arms parts or whatever. He's got armor as well. Advanced utility armor. Compared to the night operations armor, blah blah blah. It's got a lot more endurance. Wow. What does he have for parts here? He's got a flashbang for gadgets, epinephrine spike upgrade kit, and first aid kit upgrade 2. And more intel. Let's see. Intercept Surkov at U.S. Embassy. Dossier information on G22. Purchasing this intel will expand your dossier on the organization known as G22. A mission map for the embassy. Albatross has offered to sell us a map of the embassy and its security details. A sniper rifle dead drop added at the embassy. For a price, we can arrange a courier to leave a sniper rifle. Expand our information on Sergei. I don't have enough to buy that. I'm going to buy more information on G22, I guess. There we go. And I don't really want a sniper rifle at the U.S. Embassy. No, we're not going to do it. And we'll get a mission map, though, for the cameras. There we go. And let's check our intel. What else do we know about G22 now? Look at that fancy symbol. I don't know if I've seen that before. Seems kind of scary. Individual faction. What did you add for us? G22 field agents are trained for infiltration and sabotage. Open warfare is not their way. The average G22 operative is not a trained soldier. Most G22 agents come from espionage backgrounds. Strong resolve and keen senses are the selection criteria for combat agents in G22. Physical strength and stamina are often of secondary concern. Expect an enemy that is hard to evade but unlikely to withstand sustained aggression. Survivors of G22 assaults reported that electrical stun grenades are part of their arsenal. Okay. Now we got so much new information. Who else did we unlock information on? Was it Grigori? To being captured and held, he was tortured. Yeah, Leland information, Albatross information. He rarely becomes directly involved in an operation, and the rare occasion he does, he's usually accompanied by Sis. It's unknown what their relationship is. Yeah, I don't know what the new information is that we picked up. Surkov, maybe, that's right. Sergei Surkov is a rising businessman in Moscow and has been courting foreign companies into opening branches in Moscow for further trade and opportunities. A frequent guest at the American Embassy in Moscow, he uses his extensive business connections in Russia as a form of currency to introduce prospective clients to new markets.